All right, everyone. Time to recap my trading session, and you are seeing the trades in the screen. I'm not going to start for this. I'm going to start by a trade that I didn't took. All right, and it's here on Trading View. It's just here, and I didn't took this trade because it was my pre-session simulation was not done yet, so I was not yet ready to trade. Um, but you can see it here. It's uh why is this so yeah, it's kind of okay. Still loading the shit. Come on, load it up. Man, so much time. What's going on? Sorry for this. Just takes a minute, I suppose. I hope my trade is still there. It's not. Okay, but I'm going to put it back again. Oh, it's there, it's there. It's just taking time. Okay, so what happened here? So we had this support here. You can see support, support, and this candle here closed below support, and also you see this kind of resistance here, right? Which is it made me a bit suspicious, but once we broke this, it's kind of okay. It wants to go down because it already rejected that zone in here, and it went up like from yeah, it went up 10 pips, rejecting this exactly this zone here, right? Went up 10 pips. So when we broke down, I was kind of confident that it was going, and it was, yeah, straight bullet into that support. Not only that, it sliced through everything. This I didn't took any trades in here after this because just now we are in this congestion zone, and this is an area where you don't want to be trading. You want to be trading in the long side, bouncing from here, not the short side. This is just garbage to trade in the short side. So I skipped anything after this. This was my trade, my paper trade, unfortunately, but yeah, it was a good one. And I'm quite happy with that decision there. I'm quite happy that I took that paper trade, but yeah, if I would be on time in the computer, that would be my trade. So no problems. Anyway, this is the session for today, which to be honest, it was quite rubbish. But I don't regret any of the decisions, and that's the important thing about trading. You know that you make the right decisions. So my first right decision was to. So we can see we just broke down this support here, yeah. And the next, I think I'm going to put it on Trading View because it's easier to watch everything. Okay, so this was my first trade. So we broke down this support. Okay, it was support here, it was support here, it was support here because it bounced from it. And when we broke down, I was into the trade. Okay, and this is the one now. Yeah, we broke down on this 30-minute candle here. Okay, so we went, yeah, from 17, we went to 0.5, 12 pips. Unfortunately, I didn't took anything. My target was set at this resistance here at the 1-to-1 with risk reward ratio. So so yeah, I don't feel good taking much before that. I could have taken like 12 pips in here, but I didn't, unfortunately. Yeah, because it was not 12 pips for me, it was 10 because I entered a bit late because I was afraid of the trade. Anyway, the entry was a bit late, so I had like 10 pips in here. Anyway, the way I manage my trade is the good thing in here, right? So what I did, I was managing on M15, and once this candle M15 closed bullish, so you see my entry here, a bit late from this wick down here. Uh, once we once we closed bullish here, I cut 50% of my trade. Okay, and that's key. That's key, you know. And the other, yeah, the stop initially was here, but then I moved on here once we closed. So it's the next. I was trailing my stop. So I was kind of counting that it would go to the stop, but look, the stop is so tiny, so tiny. This one is like it's just a few pips, and this one is like 7 pips. Okay, so half of the trade went to 7 pips, and the other was just almost break even. So I'm quite happy with the managing here. And unfortunately, we didn't hit the TP was just a bit below, like in here or something. But that's just how it is. It's just you cannot do nothing about it. Anyway, second trade. I give a second chance to this trade, and so I've seen it coming up and stopping me out, blah blah blah. And yeah, we are at this resistance, and we closed bearish below it. All right. So once we once we broke this 15-minute candle, I was thinking to myself, man, I don't want to enter in the 15 minutes, but on the other hand, I might miss the trade if I don't. So what I did is really I would enter if M30 was breaking, which was in here, this one. This one is M30 low, okay? So I would enter in this M30 low. But it didn't happen, it came up after breaking this M15 low, okay, and not breaking that M30 low, it came up all the way up and starts coming down again, okay? So I thought to myself, man, I have the chance of having a way better entry, than because it's like, let's measure it. It's like it's a better entry for 4 pips, all right? So it's an opportunity of having a better entry with a tighter stop with the same TP. So I ended up doing that, and it was the right decision there. And I've entered again. It went like to 12 pips again, something like that. Yeah, 12, 11.9, 12. Yeah. And again, I didn't took anything. That's something because I'm trying to stick to what I do in the simulation. Simulations must give me 1-to-1, or else I don't, you know, or else I don't. I might close a bit sometimes before. It depends, but most of the time I just wait for the 1-to-1. But yeah, I might consider that in the future. Anyway, it came to my entry. I closed half, just with a tiny profit, and then I closed the rest once we breached the 30-minute high in here. Yeah. So and again, it was a very very tiny loss. Okay. The one trade tomorrow will pay for everything here, plus more, way more. Okay, so this was a very controlled way of trading. This is the way. This is the way to trade. Always managing risk. Always making sure your stops are good enough, and not damage your account too much. Yeah, I lost like less than less than half of about half of one trade. I did 2 trades and I lost about half of one trade. So it's quite good considering that I had 2 losses. So I'm good. It's good for a Monday. Yeah. Also, the simulation was very very bad, and this kind of resembles the simulation. To be honest, it's just it was much way well managed in here than the simulation. Um, yeah, and that's it. That's my trading session today. I hope tomorrow it's a better one, and I hope to bring profits tomorrow. Let's see. All right, cheers. See you later. Bye bye.